Hey folks, what's up? Well, as you can see behind me, things have changed. Yep, I am in Massachusetts now, having successfully made it uh, almost 6,000 miles. It's somewhere around 6,000 miles. With it actually ended up being only about, I'd say 10, maybe even 9 hours of flying. The flight from Hawaii stayed directly on time to San Francisco, but the flight from San Francisco we we had a tailwind or something because the plane by the time it hit or just before it got over New York State slowed down because we were so far ahead of time. We actually touched down early and had to wait for the plane to clear the gate. Um, that was in the position that we were supposed to be in. And then I got my bags, I got my cane, I got my dogs, and got into the limo service. They call it a limo service. It was a really nice SUV, but it's a limo service. They say taxi, and they took me here, and I've been here a little over a week. Today is Thursday, if I am correct. Yes, and I arrived Monday night, so technically Tuesday, as I look at it. So I've been here 2 days over a week, and although I've been online since the day that I got here, the reality is that the connection, although fast, comparatively fast, um, wasn't exactly great. I was on a wireless connection, even though the router is there's a wall right here in front of me, and the router goes in the office. It's down that way behind the wall. I had a really strong connection, but it's Cox or Comcast, whatever the fuck it is, Comcast, and the connection would derp out so many times. It just playing Hearthstone, I'd get dropped 5 or 6 times while I was playing. I'd only play for an hour at most. So yeah, it wasn't great, but at least I was online. I'd also get really bad lag spikes. So I just decided to wait. And yesterday I had Verizon Fios installed, FIOS, Fios. And oh my God, I have never had such speed in my life. I kid you not. I got 150 megabytes down and up to 150 megabytes up. I'm used to 1.3. I am literally 100 times faster than I used to be. Oh my god, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. 150 down and up to 150. Up to 150. I'm supposed to get. My speed check gave me about 100. Yeah, it's ungodly, honestly. It is unbelievable. So, things I'm hoping to do. Of course, knowing it's me, it may take me forever to do it. But the first thing that won't take me forever to do is when I start getting back into videos, uploading full quality videos. I will no longer have to render videos down to 40%. Hell, I may not even have to render them at all. I could just upload the raw footage, unless I need to do some editing. That would be cool, wouldn't it? There's that, and I'm actually hoping to start streaming now. I mean, to stream at 720, they say that you need three. You need 3 up. Well, I got 100. I got 97 more to spare. I don't know how well my computer will handle it, streaming and playing a game, and I don't know, but we'll see. And who knows? Maybe someday I'll make enough money, and I don't like to talk about it because I absolutely love and adore my computer. It has been so good to me since I got it, and it's been quite a while, and I've been slowly keeping it upgraded. The only things I haven't technically upgraded are the memory. It's still got the same memory, it's just got more of it. I've added more memory. And the memory's still the same, and the processor is still the same. Oh, the power source, motherboard. Zordo, it's okay. My mom went out for a short trip. She'll be back in a little bit, which is why I'm recording now. And she has 4 dogs, and 2 of them are very, very upset that she's not here. So the howling that you probably just heard is one of her older males, Zorro. And there's Gigi. Zorro, Gigi, Joy, who is named after my wife, and goes with her as a therapy dog. So Joy is with my mother, and Zorro, Hiro, Gigi, Joy, and then I got Bella and Koa. But her 2 oldest males, Hiro and Zorro, are going to be put down probably the end of September, beginning of October. They get sick an awful lot. And Mom wouldn't put Zorro down, except Zorro is like not completely dependent, but he probably wouldn't survive without Hiro. They are just that close. Something happened to Hiro before. He had to stay at the vet's for observation, and Zorro stopped eating the whole time that Hiro was gone. And that's just I mean, they're like brothers, that close. And so she wants to put them down at the same time. And to be fair, you say, well, what if, Zorro still got all this time and health? The truth is, he kind of doesn't. He has severe neck problems. He gets sick quite a lot. Uh, he has his issues, and it could easily be made an argument that it's time for him as well. So it's going to be really tough on my mother. It's going to be insanely tough on her to put her 2 dogs down. I mean, it's tough to lose any dogs, to have to do that to any dogs, but Hiro and Zorro have become especially close to her as compared to other dogs. So, other dogs that she's had, they've all been close, but Hiro in particular and Zorro as well have become even closer than what it has been normal. So, it's going to be really rough on her for that. But otherwise, things have been going pretty well. Shopping isn't an issue as I thought it would because there's a flat rate taxi. It cost me $7 to go to Walmart, $7 to come back, so $14 round trip. There is a bus that I can use that goes around. I haven't gotten the schedule for it yet, but there is a bus. It's 50 cents a ride. That's decent enough. I'm wondering if I could do that with my dogs. My dogs are emotional support pets, so they can't be denied access to public transportation like a bus. And if the bus goes anywhere to the area that has Petco, so I can continue to get their nails trimmed. Otherwise, I'll have to do it myself, and I'm not fond of doing their nails. I just don't want to screw up and get the wick, you know. So that's why I've always paid to have it done. $10 a dog, I'll pay that to rest assured that I don't accidentally snip a wick, you know. Yeah, so it was quite a shock. Um, when if things finally settled in that I was here. You know, I arrived at night, and I really didn't get to the house till dark. I got to see a little bit of the trip out of Boston, which is pretty close to how I remember it. You know, I really didn't see anything that wasn't. You know, there was a few changes. Like one thing that really bothered me is coming out of Boston or going in. There's this building that has this beautiful whale mural painted on it. Yeah, the entire side of the building is painted with a whale scene, and they did that once, and it stayed for a while, and then weather and wear kind of wore out the mural, so they actually repainted it into an even more beautiful and exuberant mural. But what ended up happening after that, I guess, is these dumbasses built these buildings directly in front of that one, right up against the highway. So you can only see the mural from the sides now around the building that's in front of it. And I thought, man, talk about a dick move. Because that mural was almost a tourist attraction, you know? People would come in and they'd actually talk about it. Oh yeah, I was hoping to see that mural before, coming in or going out, but oh, I saw that mural when I came in and I drove by through Boston. People would talk about it, and yeah, somebody built a building in front of it. Progress. The other thing I remember coming through is fuel tank, storage tank. I forget what kind of fuel it stores. If it's like propane or no, it can't be. Well, maybe it could be propane, but I don't think so. But it's a storage tank, and it's been an old mainstay for a very long time. It has these colored stripes painted all the way up and over. However, the front of the tank that faces, or the face of the tank that uh, points to the highway, that part of the tank, if you look, there's one very distinctive feature on it, and that's the blue stripe has this um, kind of like really long blue strip that comes and breaks away from the rest into a straight line down. And then if you look really close, you notice it's a beard. And if you look really close, you'll see that it's actually a silhouette of the face of Fu Manchu. And then you look closer and you see that each one of the stripes is actually a very subtle silhouette of a face. The only two that I remember that I know are on there are Fu Manchu. I think it's Fu Manchu. Um, and Gaddafi for some reason. And there's actually three more on there, and I forget who they are. They're all former dictators or whatnot that have been on there. So uh, seeing that was definitely like, well, yeah, I'm home now. But uh, the first night I got here was really hard to keep myself contained. Not in terms of excitement, but in terms of I just wanted to cry. And after my mom had gone to bed and I had gotten to the shower, I did just that. Zoto! Zoto! It's alright, Zoto. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Sorry, I'm trying to just keep him calm. There's really nobody home, but, I want him to know it's okay. Um, but yeah, when I got into the shower, I finally just broke. I haven't cried like that since Joy passed away, and I did it quietly, you know. I didn't just like completely let out, but and when I look back on it, I know it was something It was partly due to exhaustion, is what I'm trying to say. I had been up over 42 hours. I got up at whatever time on Sunday. I forget what it was, what time it was that I got up. But I had been up all day Sunday, and I didn't leave till 10:30. And I was hoping to try and get some sleep on the plane. Hey, no growling. Joy's trying to go around, not Joy, Bella is trying to go around and reassure everyone that everything's okay. And she's trying to, like, lick, she's licking them, trying to comfort the other dogs, and they're just having none of it. They're upset right now. So that's where all that growling and whatnot's coming in. Extreme close up. No, I've got to lean forward a little bit. Something I'll get into it after this. I have a lot to talk about, so it's a good chance it'll be a long video. Excuse me. But yeah. I've been up about 42 hours. I was hoping to sleep on the plane, but every time I started dozing off on the plane would give a subtle movement, and I'd just wake up. I couldn't do it. I just could not sleep on the plane. I was envious of the guy next to me a little bit when I was flying from Hawaii to San Francisco, because he was asleep before the plane even took off, and he stayed asleep pretty much the whole flight. I'd have loved to have been able to do that, yeah. So each flight was long. I didn't get any sleep on either flight. And then I didn't get any sleep on the drive in either. So I was up all day Monday and all day Sunday and all day Monday, and didn't get to sleep till Monday night. So I was really up almost 2 full days before I finally passed out. And I tried to sleep on the couch that's behind me. You can just see it over my shoulder there on this side. And no. However, there is a couch that you can see over on this side. That's a recliner as well. It has two built-in recliners, and I shifted over to one of them, put the recliner up, put the feet up, tilted back, and I haven't slept so comfortably in years. I wake up in very little to no pain at all. And it's amazing. I'm telling my mom that I'm telling my mother, screw having them make me a room where I gotta put in a bed. I'll just stay in the living room and sleep on that recliner. Seriously, it is unbelievably comfortable. Or if they actually do finish making that room, I'm just gonna crash out. No, I'm taking that couch with me. That's gonna be my bed. Oh, but yeah, it was a long night. And as I was saying, a lot of it had to do with exhaustion, but I think some of it had to do with the fact that it finally hit me that I was out of Hawaii, for good or for bad. I was out and away from Hawaii. Um, and that I was also away from my wife. I didn't have the best of separations on the final day. Things got better the day after to a point, but I didn't get to spread my wife's ashes. My mother-in-law actually blocked me on that. And even though I have some understanding on it, I'm also still very angry over it, because that's my mother-in-law is like, I'm not ready to let go. And I'm like, yeah, but what about my closure? Nobody's tried to stop her when she spread her husband's ashes. Why are you stopping me? It was it was bullshit in my eyes. That's my wife. I should have final say. And the only reason I couldn't fight back is because I needed where I was the final day. If I didn't need their home that last day, I would have fought them on it. I would have said, fuck you. Her ashes are being spread as per her request. Well, she told me, when you're ready, Mom. And I'm pretty sure she said when you're ready, she didn't think that you'd hold on to her till you passed away yourself. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't want you to hold on to her ashes while her husband left and wouldn't be there when the ashes were spread. You can see it's still a point of contention for me. I'm pissed off about it. I'm really pissed off about it. But there was nothing I could do. Nothing at all. I ain't answering that. Oh, well, actually, maybe I should. No. I was thinking if it's my mom, but if it's my mother, she can call my cell phone. Otherwise, I can go to an answering machine. We only just got that phone number. We only had that phone put in yesterday. We're already getting fucking scam calls on it. I'm starting to regret it. At least the phone itself. But what can you do? Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, the whole point about what I was saying is I think I was mourning as well. I think I was finally letting go of some of my grief because I've never actually fully mourned for my wife except for the day that she died. And I think that's part of what that was I was just completely overwhelmed. Um anyways, get off that subject. It hasn't been too hard to adjust here since that day though. Um it is a bit of hard work because I am a caretaker now. So I'm cleaning floors. I got to clean the refrigerator, which I was going to do today. I still might. I may wait longer until the refrigerator's emptied out because my mom's going to get some food today and she's probably going to pack some in the fridge. So I'll have to wait to the end of the month for the refrigerator. I got a bathroom to clean still, but I'm waiting until a couple things that are in the bathroom, a portable washer and dryer, are sold because they're really crowding the bathroom in order to clean it. It's a bit of work. It's a bit of work, especially when you have 6 dogs. You're constantly finding messes and cleaning them. So that's a bit annoying as well. But for the most part, though, everything's been going well. And I've been adjusting okay. My mother has a bit of a hard time at night. And some nights are worse than others. As the day progresses, she gets more and more sick, more and more sore. It can often become, start feeling sick. And the medicine she takes makes her feel really tired and groggy. So evenings can be a little rough. I'm try and get some more answers out of her doctor when we actually get to see him, because I haven't seen him yet. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head in terms of that. I don't know what else to talk about. I had a ton of things in my head, but I don't remember what to talk about now. There's something on my mind. Things on my mind, but I just can't remember. I've got my application for my SNAP benefits in, my food stamp benefits. I haven't heard anything from them. I'm going to call probably tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday, and see if I can get the progress on that, because kind of need food stamps. And preferably before the next month rolls around. I got to see if I messed anything up. I haven't received anything. My name's supposed to be on the mailbox now, and my official address is here. I have received a few letters, a few final bills coming in from the old address. So there's that. Um, but as to what else, I don't know. I still got to apply for medical. I still got stuff to do. It's gonna take me a while to get fully settled in. As a matter of fact, I got a list of stuff to buy for the house as we can get them, like a new can opener, because the can opener here is a piece of shit. A couple other things I can't remember. But we'll see. We'll see. My mind's just doing its own stuff right now. Kind of losing track of everything, which makes me feel like I really need to end this video. So with that being said, hopefully gameplay will resume within the next day or two at most. I will try and go get Euro Truck at some point, but it's not going to be where I start. I know you guys are my Euro Truck fans. I know. And I will get it. But I have been enjoying playing World of Tanks, World of Warships, and I'd kind of like to do some videos of when I have some really good games from that, or even some interesting clips that I have. I'm not the most courteous of players. I do get salty when I play, but I would just kind of like to highlight some gameplay of that. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see. Oh, one thing I did want to talk about is I did end up getting No Man's Sky. I put my trust behind Hello Games, and yeah, I'm part of the troop that's disappointed in it. And then see that there's a lot of false promises behind it. I know it's old news now, but I haven't been on since. It's to me, it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game, but I don't attribute it to the hype behind the game. I contribute it to the developers talking about things that you would be able to do and showing footage of things that you'd be able to do and that you couldn't actually do them. The faction wars, the flying low to the ground, the amazing planets, all this stuff. I think it was a lot of the false promises, even that you'd be able to run into other players, and it's already been disproven. They were counting on the fact that their world is so big, their universe is so big that Bella's playing with a ball. Their universe is so big that two people wouldn't encounter each other, at least for a long time. And they would probably have something implemented by then. Well, that's already been disproven as two people actually already came across each other. You guys probably know the story if you got the game or if you followed it at all. And then there's the whole, oh, wait till you see what's waiting at the center of the universe. It's going to be amazing. And it actually isn't. All it is a little storyline about your existence being nothing more than programmed cyborg. Oh, sorry, this is spoilers for any of you who don't know, but it's already out there on YouTube. It's this whole still life, still picture thing about you're some sort of cyborg or android, and you can't, or you're just you're programmed to explore the universe and report back, and then it credits roll and you zoom out and zoom out and zoom out, and then the whole game starts over again. It's really stupid. So I attribute a lot of the failings of No Man's Sky to the developers making false promises. making false promises. I think those false promises were based on putting the game out now to make money for it, and then putting those features in at a much later date, um, because they thought they would have time, and the reality is they did not. Anyways, just that final note. I do have No Man's Sky. I am disappointed in it. It's a good game, but it's nowhere near what was promised, and that's where my problem comes with it. But other than that, folks, gameplay coming soon. I actually may end up start doing wrestling reviews as I'm into wrestling again. Um, I'm enjoying the new generation, the new wrestlers. I keep trying to end this and I go on to another subject. Oh well. New generation of wrestlers: Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, um, Big Cass. I love Big Cass. Enzo. I really like Enzo, but I'm definitely behind Big Cass. He's if his push doesn't falter, he's the next big man of wrestling. He's going to be the next big name of a big man in wrestling. Um, Heath Slater. I actually like what was done with Heath Slater. Dean Ambrose. People say, "Oh, he's not really new." Yeah, he's new enough. They brought in AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura on NXT, even though I don't really get to see NXT right now because I'm not subscribed to the WWE Network. I still do follow about him. Samoa Joe, who I hope gets called up to the main roster soon. Uh, Women's wrestling: Sasha Banks, Natalia, Becky Lynch, all that. Uh, all brought up. The women's wrestling is actually definitely becoming something to be watched. The matches are good. The new monster they're building in Nia Jax for the women's division. I wasn't convinced on her being a monster until this past Monday, when I was actually finally impressed by her. Um, and of course, there's also the new big man, big scary man, Braun Strowman, who I'm interested to see where he's going, and just all kinds of things that I'm just getting into. I'm like Finn Balor when he fought Seth Rollins and he won the Universal Championship, but he had to give it up right away because of an injury. He dislocated his shoulder in the middle of dislocated his shoulder in the middle of a match, put his shoulder back himself, finished the match, and then had to go for surgery afterwards. That's a worker. That is somebody who earned the respect of the CEOs and higher ups and authority and all that of WWE because he got injured and he kept going. Looking forward to seeing him coming back. But we'll see in time. I know that a lot of you guys are not wrestling fans, and then when I mentioned that I would kind of thought about doing this before, some of you were like, no, please don't. But it's only going to be like 3 videos a week at most. It's going to be a review of the WWE. It's going to be a review of the WWE uh, Raw, review of SmackDown, and then maybe a video of comparing the two shows, what I liked, what I didn't like, and which show I thought was better. If I do it. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, I really should stop this video. Coming up, gameplay soon. I can't promise when, for sure. Hopefully within the next day or so at most. At the very latest, I will start Monday next week. But very latest at most, Monday, hopefully the next couple days. And I'm going to look into streaming on Twitch. I'm going to look into streaming on Twitch and start seeing if I can do that. But otherwise, folks, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. Let's see how I can get things going. I wonder if my mom's here. Anyways, folks, that's going to be me done for this. I'll see you soon in the games. Until next time, one big bug. I'm signing out.